How's it going, everybody? We are live on Facebook, just waiting on our guest, Renati, Eirini. These shows resonate with you, please share so that we can stay above these algorithms and keep the soul energy going across this world. Okay, so we have a little bit of a hang up. Just hang on 1 second. We'll have a little conversation while we're assisting our beloved sister in Greece. Let me just, let me just give her some instructions real quick. Hang on 1 second. Okay, wait, is that her? Is that you? Are you Cecilia? Let me just ask her. Or Cecilia, can you let me know if you're her? I know she has a different name. Let's see. Sorry about the delay. We'll be on in just a second. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me just give her a message. Hang on. So do this. Close out all the apps on your phone and then go to Messenger and open the link, or just click the link, and then you might get a prompt to download Zoom. And if you do, click that, and then you should come on. Okay, so no rush, no worries. All right, so we'll see if that's going to work. And if not, we'll just improvise and do something else. She's on her phone today, so she might be having a problem with it. And let's see what we got here. Okay, Cecilia, if Eirini doesn't come on, you have to come on. So we just had a news blast, a newscast, and the energy is what it is. The energy is at an all-time high, not just an all-time high on the in the Earth realm, but in the multiverses. The entire multiverse, direct, beginning with source itself, all the way to our own energy fields, is at the highest it's ever been. This is our opportunity to shine, 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 shine. This is what we all came here for. This is what we've been waiting for. And it's time to shine, shine, shine. We are all unique, powerful souls. Each and every one of us is equal. I've got transmissions coming in more and more frequently, as I know so many of you do. Okay, there is no opposition, there is no threat, there is no power. There are just distortions that are finite in their existence and that can only thrive from our own thoughts. We can either feed the fear, or we can feed the faith that we have in ourselves and each other in this multiverse. Life is not a dream. It is not a fairy tale. It is way beyond that. We are expanding this universe each and every moment, by each and every breath. And we've got enough information, we've got enough self-realization and enough awareness to now actualize this power, I should say powers that we have, these infinite skills and abilities that we have. Our highest, it says copy link and go to Chrome. Okay. Let me just tell her that will work. I do that and still doesn't. Oh, okay. Okay, so, okay, she's downloading Zoom. All right, so we're going to get there. So if anybody has any thing they want to talk about, in the meantime, she should be here in 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Just put up the comment and we'll keep this thing going. I want to thank everybody for your continued love and support and contributions. I also want to tell you that at the request of the many requests of some of our brothers and sisters, we have created a Patreon. It's not a typical Patreon. It doesn't have tiers. It's just a way for people to contribute and participate on a monthly basis. And I want to thank the 40 people or so that have joined since we started this about a week ago. We also still are taking contributions through PayPal. How can I join from the Zoom app? Okay. Let's see. Hang on. Let me just assist her here. Hang on 1 second. Let me just pull this up. Let me see here. Copy link. Oop. Invite. Here we go. Hang on. Hang on a second. We're going to have a great show. Just bear with me. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just pull her up. Okay, so let's try this last thing. And if it doesn't work, then we'll do something else. Okay, we'll just make it up as we go. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, try that. Okay, let's see what happens. All right. All right. I know everybody's feeling it. There was a great post put out today by Sandra Walter, who's been out there doing this work for some 20 plus years. And she talked about this period. I believe it begins today, March 13th through April 13th. And I don't remember all the particulars, but what it basically was saying, this is our time to shine. This is our opportunity to really expand, to be very conscious of the thoughts and the words and the actions that we carry forward, because this is the energy as we have moved closer and closer to instant manifestation. And here's our guest. All right. Let's see. Okay. And we go. Here we go. You're sideways. Oh, I can't. Oh, I hear you now.
Okay.
See, where there is a will, there is a way. When we align our free will with universal will, everything works out. The universe is never late and it's always on time.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. How are you doing, beloved sister? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. It's good to be with you, Todd, again.
Mm-hmm.
Go, brother, go.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying your messages these days.
Well, what I'm receiving from the you, me, we, and it, the universe, which is this, as I was told, everybody's receiving, and that it's not what we say, it's the example that our energy represents. It's a contagious soul fire that's coming to the surface for all of us, and it's the message I received was just go out there and do it, And I told Morgan I'm gonna do I've been instructed to do a news flash, and she said, what are you going to talk about? I said, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, and that's the whole point. We just turn the camera on, or get your computer or your phone out and start writing, and just start flowing. And this is where our real power is. We don't think about it beforehand. We just get out there and do it, put it out there, and make it happen. Somebody said, hello, beautiful Greek goddess. So I know they're not talking
Hello,
about,
everyone.
I know they're not talking about me. So this
Well,
is a,
why not? We're God Goddess. We're God Goddess. All of us.
that's true. That's very true. So we have this moment, this honor and pleasure to join hands from what is only information. There is no space. There is no time. We're connecting from what we in our human aspects call the United States to Greece. And there is a human hybrid soul grid that is lighting up all around this world. So I want to thank you for all the work you've done. Anyone that's tuned in to the shows that Eirini has been on before, she's been doing this work for a long, long time, like so many others around the world, without any notoriety, in total solitude, a lot of the time in anonymity. And I just want to say that your efforts were not futile, that they're all coming to fruition now, as all of our efforts are. And it's time to step into our faith. And when we step into our faith, we cannot be looking at fear, which we know is not even real, you know?
No, no. It's exactly as you said. I feel the same. And my main feeling these days is we have to keep on going.
Yeah.
This is just a small preparation of what is coming up. We need to keep on going. This is just preparation. It seems very big. It seems very strong. It seems crazy, but it's just preparation.
Yes. I think you're
It is
right.
just preparation.
Yeah. Yes, I believe you're right. And I believe that we have to be open to everything, meaning that open to anything that might be presented to us. We can't ignore or deny, but also open to our limitless power and gifts and skills and abilities. And so it's not beyond the realm of possibilities that the extremes of the great divide will get bigger and be further apart. But this is all about merging and integrating polarities. This is what we're doing, the non-physical and the physical, masculine and feminine, and any polarities that we can think of that we can zero point. Each time we do that, we're sending a cosmic bomb through this multiverse. And of course, it's centered here in this earth realm, and we're going to feel the impact first and the most.
This is what's coming up on this on the 19th, on this equinox.
Well, yeah.
The neutralization of all the very strong activations and receptions of the previous months. We're gonna equalize, neutralize, and be reborn on this equinox.
Beautiful.
So I still remember when we had our first show, it was like a year ago or more. And I shared with you that after 11/11/2018, everything changed for humanity. I still remember we were up in the Acropolis with a very small group of people doing the work. And that on that day, it was the Athens Marathon, the classical marathon day. And there were thousands of people in the city. So I still remember when we finished, I felt and I heard this message saying that everything has changed now. We're moving from the astral work, all the work we've done in the energetical world, we're bringing it here to the physical world, to the matter. So now this is what's happening. And the architects of this beautiful game we're participating are so smart. We are the architects, okay? Mm-hmm. We're so smart that we have made the story so incredibly accurate, interesting, powerful. So it is sure that we're not gonna miss one thing. We're gonna be challenged in everything, and we'll make it. We're doing it.
We are doing it, and we've been doing it, and the evidence now seems more concrete than it ever has. And the power of what we call imagination is front and center, and it's time to utilize that incredible force, that imagination, which is tied to our creative abilities, our sacred sexual power. It's time to utilize it and actualize it and for what it's for and what we came here for. It's not a figment of our fantasies, or imagination. It's real. Imagination is real. It's more powerful and potent than anything we could do with our physical bodies or words. But we got to remember that it all starts right here from our thoughts. And that's how you and so many other people around this world for so long were able to go do grid work. We're able to connect to our lineage, our ancestors, the divine essences, the galactics, the angelics, and all of the universal families. They were able to do that by reaching to those parts of us through the imagination. This is real. It's happening and it's now.
It is happening. And I was thinking just today, it's funny you say that, because I was thinking today, growing up, my early years of my life and becoming an adult, I had all these different, ways of seeing things, feeling things. And I always had this, in my face, no, like from the external, the answer would come, no, it's not like that. It's like that. So friends, family, whatever, society, I don't know, questioning all the time. I was questioning myself all the time. And now I feel that what all of us been feeling, being seeing, thinking, that we questioned, is just here. This is, we were right from the beginning.
Yeah.
This is what's happening.
Yes.
And we were strong enough to keep on going, not to get crazy, not to reject ourselves. We were strong enough to love ourselves. And even if we doubted ourselves, we did it. We're here. We're doing it. This is
right.
it. This is the message. And now imagination becomes our reality. Imagination, what we call imagination, I don't even give that word. I don't even say it's an imagination. It's my true life, my true being, my true reality. Yeah. And it's heart and mind together. And what we give birth from our mind and heart is this true life together.
Yeah.
And this is it. This earth is receiving, we are receiving in our bodies information, light, sounds, whatever you want to call it, that we've never seen before in this reality. First time ever, high of the highest vibrational information, and our physical body is receiving it more than ever. Our eyes are going to change. The color spectrum of our eyes is changing as we speak. We're not going to see light as a pixel reality. We are becoming the light. Yeah. We are becoming. It is a very different way of experience life. Our bodies becoming light. Yeah. And there are no words to describe this. It is an experience, right? We cannot describe it. All I know is that I'm becoming a rainbow. I am a rainbow.
Yeah, a broad spectrum of universal code and energy and wisdom, and as we're in this transition, it makes sense that Morgan has a saying, if you know it, why you got to say it, and what I mean by that is we open up ourselves to the illusion of this powerful creation experiment realm that we, like you said, created, divinely orchestrated it. At this point, we can walk around and we can see the added colors. You can look at the sun. You can look at all these incredible pictures that people are putting up around the world. You can see the essence of your brothers and sisters as you walk down the street and go different places. We're seeing way beyond the visible light spectrum that we've been looking through for so long. It's a good time to guard our thoughts, to keep our confidence and keep expanding our confidence and expanding our reality, which is rooted in the imagination, like you said. It's just a good time to be careful what you say and it's certainly what you think. But if we keep feeding as we've been doing, like you said, we never stopped. We never
No,
stopped.
we
So
never
what?
stopped.
Yeah. So why would we stop now?
We're
Just
not going to
because
stop.
we're not going to stop. It's done. Energetically, we've already done this, and I don't mean to take anything away from our present moment as it unfolds. We have done this, and now we're going to enjoy the fruits of our labor by experiencing something that's never happened before, and that is to have these supernatural, by the human standards, supernatural, fantastical, fairy tale uh, things occur. The magic and the miracles occur in the physical matter, which is incredible.
Yes, I feel the same. And I feel that, okay, if we're talking about people who have been doing the work, maybe we speak a little bit differently. Maybe we understand each other. But for now, as things unfolding and what is happening worldwide, the mass awakening is happening now. So why would a mass awakening happen in such a, let's say, difficult manner or a cruel or fearful manner? Because there was probably no other way of awakening people who were in denial. And this is just the preparation. I want to repeat that. There are many things coming up that are going to be challenging. They're going to be presented as fear, as threatened. And this is how the mass is going to listen now. Okay, I think people need some time. They need some time, and they will get there. They will start seeing what's happening, because now it's too early. Now still fear is, still people are processing fear now still. But I believe very soon people will start seeing what's happening, because people have seen enough and people have heard enough. So now it was actually all these days listening to friends, reading on news, or I don't listen to the news, but I read some of the news. So two words kept on repeating when the news were coming. One word was the country, this country and that country and in this country. And the other one was isolation. Isolate yourself, stay home, stay within. So these two things, I felt first, as people, go through their karma, cleaning. Also countries are cleaning a lot of history and karma, right? And we're talking about karma of millennium. It's not just a recent karma. So it's a closure of many cycles together. So just something ringed a bell when the word country was coming again and again. And the second is, now people are being asked to do what, let's say, the light workers were doing all this time. Stay home, go within. What is happening? Who am I? What am I doing here? Is a fearful situation gonna cripple me? Do I want this? What do I want from my life? Was I struggling for a job, for money, for security? And now it's been taken away in one day? What is happening here? So it's a great opportunity for everybody to go within, relax, and see what's happening in them.
Yeah. Yeah. If you look at the energetic representation of a collective isolation, you're right. This is the same thing that so many of us have done. We were recluses and we were hermits. And what happened? We were uncomfortable. We went through highs and lows. We went through downloads and integrations and dark nights of the soul as we discovered and released these things. So think about the gift, like you said, it's a gift. It's a blessing to be universally isolated to a place where you're in and of yourself. And every single one of us can gain further solitude, from further self-introspection, from further isolation. This is something that can occur right here with people around you, or if you're all alone in your home. I mean, this is about, you know, the word apocalypse, which must be Greek. It sounds Greek. The word
It is,
apocalypse,
yes.
the word apocalypse, if you look it up in the dictionary, means unveiling.
Yes.
And this
Revealing.
that's right, reveal, unveil. And what is the primary unveiling but the unveiling of ourselves, releasing what's not us, the beliefs that we had of what we thought we were, and then walking into a higher understanding and awareness and realization of what we really are. You know, this is a coronation, it's a benediction, you know, it's a gala, you know, it's a celebration. And
It is totally.
yeah, yeah.
It is a celebration. It is totally a celebration.
So
And it is time to just reflect, just stay with yourself and reflect what is happening. Do you accept this fear inside? Do you accept this virus in your system, or do you reject it?
mhm,
What do I want? What do I want my life to be? We have a choice. We all do have a choice. And okay, I know that many people will stay home and go on the internet or watch movies or, I don't know, go on Pornhub, whatever. But what's going to happen when the internet shuts down?
that's right.
Right? Where are we going to go then? Because the internet will shut down at a point.
Yeah. We are in a certain way, you know, this is a collective ascension.
Yes,
So the unveiling is occurring whether you like it or not. And
exactly.
and in a way, the universe is forcing us to look at ourselves and what's not real and what is real, you know. And by the same token, it's when that occurs, what comes with it? What comes with it is our higher skills and abilities, including telepathy and teleportation, okay, and traveling, not just teleporting to other parts of the earth, but all over the universes, anywhere and everywhere. And without having these vehicles such as the internet at our disposal, if that's what it takes, it will be taken away so we can further be revealed to our higher skills and abilities, to include telepathy. And you know,
Exactly.
that's right. And so it's
Because we're gonna connect to the physical internet, to the natural internet,
yeah, yeah,
the web, the grids, because the grid is there, is vibrant, it's whole, and we're gonna connect with our bodies, with our aura, with our nervous system. We're gonna connect
yeah,
to the grid, to the web of true life.
yeah, yes. And I think too, you know, it's interesting to see what is being posted in these communities. And it's a little bit shocking. It's understandable. But I think at some point, you know, when we're walking to our awareness of, as we walk into our awareness of who we are and what we are, what we're a part of, there is a responsibility as a creator. You know, there is a cause and effect that is a basic component of this universe and our experience. And so let's be responsible for what we create, because what we put out there, even though it might be coming from a place of what we think is the purest intention, it could be coming from fear, and we can either spread the faith or spread the fear. And we all know by now that our thoughts and our energy do not have to be verbalized. So what I'm saying is, if you can't say something projecting the expansion of faith and the living pure consciousness and energy and creation seed of this universe, then don't say anything. Don't say anything. you know?
But even if somebody is in fear, or if somebody is in separation mind, even if they don't speak about it, as you say, they're vibrating the separation, they're
Yes.
vibrating the fear. So it's basically the same thing. If you look energetically, the earth these days, there are like different clouds of fear around the earth.
Yeah.
There's toxins coming out of our homes, of our communities, because all this propaganda, because of all this terrorist attack on people, it's bringing out toxins in the head, in the emotions, in the thoughts. So
Yeah.
even if
And
we don't speak about it,
true.
it's coming out.
Which goes back to the isolation. If the universe has given us a signal and saying, okay, I'm going to help you here. I'm going to paint you into a corner by yourself if I have to, then maybe we ought to take heed of the message it's sending. And it, because like, what does someone do? Because you're right. What does someone do if they feel fear coming up? Do we run from it? Do we spread it beyond the thoughts that we have? Or do we seek to integrate it, balance it, transform it? And how do we do that? Is there any other way than to do that between ourselves and the universe where no one else is involved?
I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you.
Wow. That can be declared or stated or expressed to any form of energy, right? Anything.
First, yes, first to myself,
Yeah.
everyone, to the self first. Myself, I am sorry for not giving you attention, for not listening, for not allowing to feel the pain, the fear, the guilt, your voice. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you for being here, myself. I thank you for enduring everything you have endured. And I love you. I am here for you. I love you. I now listen. I now can be with you. I no longer need to run away from myself. I no longer need to twist reality. I no longer need to be fearful. I no longer need to hide. There's no reason to hide. So by creating this relationship with the self again, just bringing all the pieces back together from this lifetime, from every trauma, from every anger, from every fear, from every love, happiness, and all the lifetimes together. In every reality, we become whole again. We are at least for now here again, present.
Yeah.
And this is the alpha and the omega of everything we're trying to do. Be present, not run away from the self, from your partner, from your friend, from society, from whatever. You don't have to, nobody needs to run away. This is what we're learning now. There's nowhere to hide.
True.
True life is here. The truth is here. We have been avoiding and avoiding and avoiding and avoiding. And we reached the wall hitting the wall. That's it. There's nothing to avoid anymore.
Yeah.
It is pure love. This is pure, pure love.
Yeah. Wow, I don't know what to say about that. Just so you're right. I'm looking for my microphone to do a mic drop. Have you
yes, pass me.
I know you work with people in Greece where you're at. And you
Yes.
have for quite some time. Are you noticing any change, you know, when you go out onto the streets, when you interact with people? Are you seeing in the physical the expanded awareness and this awakening in front of your eyes?
Are you talking about the majority of people, right?
Well, just talking
First of
about,
all,
yeah, go ahead.
First of all, I don't really go out, but okay, when I go out, I see people being worried. This is what I see. And people, when I talk to people, when people are asking me things or we have a conversation, they're saying now, well, you know, I don't have an answer anymore. You know, they're worried, but they don't have anything to say anymore. Like words are not there anymore. And that shows a lot. Whereas the previous years, you know, maybe they would have things to say or argue about something. Now, they don't really have words to argue anymore. You hear silence, right? They might not be ready to accept what I might see or feel, but there's no argument coming back.
Yeah.
And this is a big, big, huge, huge change.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes, it
is.
is. It sounds like they're moving into that space of nothing, like we all have become familiar with, that space of, you know.
Where the first parts of yourself just die.
Yes.
Just fall down and die. But I want to say one thing, because I hear very often the comment that, okay, if God loved us, he would do something, or if God was real, he wouldn't allow these things to happen. And I want to talk about this misunderstanding, if you allow me.
Yes, please.
Because from the spirit's point of view, there's no interference. It's just the story unfolding, right? They don't feel our spirit guides or God or whatever you want to call it. They don't look at us as weak or as beings that we need to be saved or anything. They know very well that we are 100% capable of realizing and becoming whole again, realizing the truth and becoming whole again. So they're just facilitating us in this process. They're not going to do it for us, because if they were going to do it for us, that would mean we are weak or incapable of being responsible for our own existence, right? Yes. So what we experience from the spirit side is what we call tough love. It is not a human love. It is not the way. Spirit doesn't love us the way we love other people. We want to save them, or we think they have this problem or that problem, or we think that of ourselves. Spirit sees us complete, beautiful, pure, beautiful beings of light, intelligent, charismatic. So spirit is never going to interfere with what is happening here, right? So this concept of tough love needs to be known to the people so that they can understand. They cannot expect from God to love them in a way another human loves them.
Yeah.
And this is true love. This is actually true love. This is what we're getting to learn now. So another thing that also came these days is that we as light workers, we don't have the right to take away any important experience from the people that are awakening now. which means we cannot do anything to interfere to clear this thing.
That's right.
Right? Because I did on the first days that this thing came out, I asked, can I do something? What is it that, like, no, you're not allowed to interfere. You can clear this experience in your subconscious, but you cannot interfere. It is not like grid work. It is a bit different, right? It is not like the work we were doing in the previous years. This is different. We cannot take away this important experience from people.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to accept it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes. Yeah, it's changed. You know, it's like what we call God or goddess or spirit guides, like you were saying. They're not coming from a wounded healer mentality. They're not helping us as we've helped each other because we were distracting ourselves from our own experience and our own empowerment. So this is really a big change for people that have been prior to this level of awakening healers, where even their thoughts that they were, whether it was true or not, changing someone's reality. We can't, none of us can miss a step. None of us can miss a step. And that's the gift. The gift is, and that's another thing about any form of distortion or chaos that we don't run from, that we sit with, like you said, because we've learned by now that when things get, what's the old saying? It's always darkest before the dawn. We know now, we've had enough transmissions and downloads and dark nights of the soul to know that when we go into the abyss, into the womb, the holy darkness of Mother Universe, we're going to come out and we're going to be that much higher, you know. And you're right. Everybody, and Morgan has said this for years. He said this for years. Why, even with me, like I'd say to her, well, she'd say, well, you know, this is what happened, and I knew it, and I said, well, why didn't you tell me? She said, why would I want to take that away from you?
Exactly. Exactly. Everything that happens, especially now, from now on, let's say, everything that will happen the next 3 weeks, because the next 3 weeks are very, very important. Okay. Everything that will happen in the next 3 weeks or in the next few months, it is happening for the only reason for people to reconnect with their God, goddess within. No other reason. Even if this is a dark agenda, right? What is playing out is the dark agenda. Yes, okay, we do know that. But at the same time, light is working through this dark agenda.
Yes.
And we will be surprised how things will turn out to be magnificent at the end.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If we look at the journey of human history, the catalyst for human expansion and growth and love and courage has been what we might call dark. But we created this. Those souls that are playing, everyone plays a different role, but it all has the same purpose. You know, it's a gift. The blessings are burdens, the burdens are blessings, you know?
Exactly. And I would say, I always say this, ask your heart, ask your higher self, why did I fall from grace?
Yeah.
That very story before we entered the time trap or the matrix, whatever, the different matrices. Ask your higher self, why did I fall from grace? What was my story? What is my story? What was the lesson? What is the lesson? Because what I've seen is that, first of all, the trauma from falling follows us in every incarnation, and it's the alpha and the omega again, I would say, for a completion. And When this is completed and we see our journey, right, in all these realities, we are going to be the ones who we will evaluate our own journey. Nobody else will do it, because we're learning to become creators of universes, right? This is the school. We are in the school of creation of universes. So once we will become again whole and this journey will be completed, we are going to be the ones who will evaluate our own journey. Nobody else will do it. And I'm saying this because of, you know, many stories through religion. We will be judged, we will be this, we will be that. We are going to be the ones, and if necessary, we will repeat. If it is necessary, if the lesson is not learned, we will repeat. It's okay. As long
we'll be the one to make that decision, and we'll be happy to repeat. We'll be happy to gain a higher balance, a higher perfection, because we know what that power is. We know that power has to be at a certain level of wisdom, you know, and fairness, you know, and understanding of love. Creation is not something to play with. Creation is the most powerful, beautiful source in action and occurrence and event and happening that can happen, you know.
It is always a broader part of us who's creating the scenario. So let's say we are here now, but it is our higher self who created this brilliant scenario. In the fifth, when we had this experience in the fifth, it was our higher aspects who had created this experience for us. So whenever we are in a reality, we might not know that we are the ones who created it, because it needs to feel real. Otherwise, there's no point. It needs to be believable.
That's right.
Every experience needs to be believable.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right. Yeah. Think about how ingenious that is. we're geniuses.
Yes, it is. We are geniuses.
I'm just gonna, you know, I don't talk about this a lot, but when I do these shows, I see didn't start out that way until Morgan told me to connect with the other person before the show starts. The higher selves. And sometimes I see things and I don't usually mention it. But I can see your higher self about the last 3 minutes. Okay. And it's like sending energy into my throat or higher heart or both. I don't know. So I'm going to ask you, is there something that you can share with us, like an activation or a blessing, or a channeling or a download? That's what I'm getting from her. And I think I'm right, but I'm just going to ask you.
Okay, yes. First of all, let me just say very quick, please connect with your unicorns, because they're really helping on a soul level. Everybody has a unicorn. Please call on your unicorns, your angelic beings. They're so helpful with everybody, and they're so helping with us becoming rainbows. Okay, that's, even tell everybody, even if they don't believe in unicorns, it doesn't matter. Just tell everybody you have a unicorn. Call on your unicorn. Okay, this is just first message. Second, we are preparing to receive and merge and become one with the great spiral sun. I call it Helios Apollon. Other people call it something else, but this is what we're preparing for. So this is the higher aspect of our sun, Helios Apollon. And we have been preparing, but now the preparation is getting really, really intense through the galactic center, but not only the galactic center. We're talking about billions and billions of worlds. We are now going to connect through the universal harmony that Helios Apollon is bringing, through the vibrations of harmony that connects and keeps the universe together. Is the vibration, the sacred geometry, whatever you want to call it, of harmony. And we're going to receive it in our hearts. On Sunday, we're having a meditation here. I was guided to do this meditation. And on my page, I have announced a global meditation on this because we're returning to our harmonious nature. If you want, Todd, I can do a small activation in this. We can,
yes.
just a very small. Okay. So we can close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Just feel your feet for a second. Feel your legs, feel your hands, your body, your neck and your head. Feel your aura. Our aura is our beautiful home. Wherever we go within our aura. So now, let's all concentrate in our heart center. And let's go back to the first moment of our birth. And I'm not talking about the birth in this lifetime, of our first moment of birth, birthing our being, our soul. And through that center of our being, we're calling upon the activation in our own DNA, in our own system, the beautiful universal harmony that connects all beings, all the worlds, and all the universes. And just take a breath. Remember this harmony. We all have a memory of this beautiful harmony in every cell of our body. And feel the vibration of Helios Apollon merging with your hearts, merging with your bodies, merging with your beings, merging with everything that you are. We are returning and becoming one with a beautiful universal harmony. And this means we are being reborn in all levels of our being. No virus, no illness, no fear, no nothing can touch that. Nothing is more powerful than the universal harmony of love. Nothing, no one is more powerful than this. And now we're one with this. And so it is. We are being loved always and forever. Thank you. We are
Thank you.
alive. We
Thank
are
you.
alive.
Yes.
We are alive.
I watched a DNA strand spiraling in your higher self. It was pure white. It was
Oh,
pure.
great.
It was pure white, and it was spinning like that.
This is a golden, silver, white activation. These three colors. Okay, white has all the colors in it, but it's silver, golden, and white. It's a trinity again.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the flower of life, basically, opening up in our DNA in zero time continuum. We are in the here and now, and we are alive. This is the message. This is the message. I am alive. I'm the one who lives. I am the one who is alive.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I love you very much, Todd. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love you too. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yes.
And I love all of
And
you. I love everybody tuned in and on the replay. It's not the earth love, it's that love that we're expanding and all realizing together. We'll be back in an hour with somebody. I think Martin McNichol. Thank you so much. I can't wait to let this all sink in as I can take a break in the next hour. But
we need to take some rest around the equinox. Let everything be equalized, and then we will be ready to complete this reception.
Yeah.
And activation. This is it, Todd. This is it. Love you.
I know it is. I love you. All blessings. All blessings
Thank
to
you
you and
so
yours.
much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll see you the next time.
Yes.
I'll see you the next time.
Yes,
All right,
dear
bye-bye.
brother. Thank you. Bye.